and fabulous people watching this video. Stay tuned for Sisterlock Talk. Groomies and groomers, beware. Thanks for tuning in today to this Sisterlock Talk. I am making this video because something has affected me recently. I had a chance over the summer to get my hair groomed. I had my hair groomed, and that's where the loctician cuts around the lock. Any straggle or any hair that's like extra outside of the lock. Sometimes the ends can be trimmed too. I only attribute it to that experience because no one else had touched, my locks with scissors. But anywho, or around my locks with scissors. But anywho, so as a result of this grooming, in the coming months, I noticed that some of my locks were starting to separate. And so I would look at a lock and it could be like close to the scalp or halfway down the lock, and it would just be separated and be hanging on by one or two or three, just a couple of strands. Basically, that lock was irreparable. There's no way that was going to be able to close the gap and save the lock. So whatever piece was hanging after that couple of strands, it had to go. It had to basically be cut off. So I think I lost somewhere around 8 to 10 locks, and I have a lot of locks, so I shouldn't miss them per se. But I want to keep all my locks, and then I don't like having uneven locks, which it makes me have uneven locks as well as that and some other things. But I would say groomers beware. Just got to be really careful because you can snip the wrong hair, and that could be the hair that's keeping the lock together. And if you cut that, that means the lock's going to start separating, going to start unraveling. So when I saw those split locks, well, where the lock had split from the top part of the lock and was hanging by a few strands, it was like that was the inner core of the lock that it was hanging by. All the hair that had wrapped around it was now gone. So groomers, be really careful. Those who've done it a lot of times, those who are just now doing it, if you ever decide to try to groom your own hair, be very careful. I wouldn't even come near my hair with any scissors because I know I would mess up. As far as groomies, those getting their hair groomed, just be mindful and watchful of your hair after getting it groomed, and even while the person is grooming your hair, to make sure that they are grooming it to your liking. This wasn't major in terms of, it was about 8 to 10 locks that I lost, but it could have been worse. I could have lost a lot of locks. And I hope I'm done with any locks that have separated. Important to note that this grooming was done during the summer. It's now January, the beginning of a new year. So throughout those months, I noticed these 8 to 10 different locks separate. So it wasn't immediate that I saw this change. And so I'm hoping at this point that all the separation has been done and there's no more locks that I'm going to lose. And it's been to the point where it's at the very end of my lock. It's been halfway up my lock. It's been really close to my scalp. So I've lost them at all lengths. So this is just a video to say, groomers, those of you who are grooming locks, specifically Sisterlocks, and groomies, those of you getting your hair groomed, beware of any issues that can arise from getting your hair groomed. Also with the grooming, you shouldn't see your locks separating. That was definitely an issue, a problem when I noticed those in my locks. If I can find the pictures that I took of, some that I randomly see before they split, I'll try to post it at the end of this video. Because you may have seen this with your hair, you didn't know why I was doing it. It could have been as a result of some type of grooming done to your locks. Because I know when I think back to what else was I doing to my hair before I noticed this change in my locks, those are the only thing that had been done. That's all I wanted to share. Comment below if you've experienced something like this or if this video has been helpful for you. Make sure to share, subscribe if you haven't already for more, and to like this video. And I will see you in the next video. Remember to keep it fly, keep it fabulous, and you all be good. Peace. Starting in April, I'm going to be releasing a 4-part mini-series entitled Styling Tips for Locks. This is going to be released exclusively through my email newsletter. In order to be added to the email newsletter, click the link in the information box below or click the link in my bio for my Instagram, ibyl. This will get you access to the 4-part mini-series, a chance to provide feedback on the content, and a chance to be entered into a raffle for a Styling Locks goodie bag for the first 50 people to join the email newsletter list. Hello. Forget the light. But I'm gonna share with whoever hair you're grooming. When Sisterlock talk, lock, pet, peace. Connect with me across all social media: Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, ibyl, and Facebook is ibyl09.